for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
And well, they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win, so we'll see how they handle things tonight.
Outside for Roy. And there's the drive. And he slams it down right on top of Benny Avdia.
Nice slash from Roy. Man, well, I like this kid's attacking mindset.
And here's Los Angeles. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Here's Ball. Benny Avdia making his last shot. Ball off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
There are a lot of parts to Ball's game in addition to his jumper. He also can capitalize inside.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
They set the pick from deep three-point land. And Johnson missing again. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Roy with the bucket.
Brandon Roy can do it all. He's an excellent three-point shooter, and I think he's just scratching the surface.
Pass to Aldridge. Towns with the steal. And here's Matthews for the 3. Good, and as this goes to Towns.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Johnson. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Johnson's got 7 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Leonard, no luck. Clippers leading by 5. Akez right side. Matthews goes in. Roy with the bucket. He has 7.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Aldridge is screen. Pass to Queen. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Ball with the bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And it's Avdia off the drive. Misses from short range. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Matthew. Ball up top. He's got 6. Outside Roy. Just 3 to shoot. And he drives in. And he slams it down right on top of Denny Avdia.
And this rook has bounce in his step. Roy's showing you how dangerous he is knifing inside.
Here's Hackett. Off target from outside. On the wing, Johnson. There's the drive. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Put a little extra on that one, didn't he? Nice play by the dunk.
Great. I thought for a moment the defender was going to cut him down, but it didn't happen.
Wow.
You know, he didn't want to risk the and one. There was no way he was going to be denied on that stuff.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's and glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter-oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
Here's Arenas with the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. Arenas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And the Jazz making a change here. Jazz trailed by 15. Up top, Brown. It's stolen by Livingston. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Back to Arenas. Out to the wing. It's stolen by Randall. To stop the run. No good off the back of the rim. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Carter on the wing. Back to Brown. Randall. The putback is no good. Los Angeles leading by 15. Inside. Out to Shumpert. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie.
Carter Jr. moves well without the ball and positions himself nicely for catch-and-shoot chances.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Back to Randall. Clock at 4. Driving in. And it goes down 2 points. Randall's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, he loves pounding that ball. Randall driving right through contact.
White, good. White's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers.
In general, I think they're finding good looks from beyond the arc. Steadily improving as this game's gone along.
Here's Randall. Rebound by Williams. Clippers leading by 21. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
On the wing, Shumpert. Going inside. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
4 on the clock. Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space.
And space is what he had, fellas. Soft defense there.
Randall with the bucket.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
To the right side. Here's Livingston. And so it's Los Angeles sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. The young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves. And the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Took him no time at all on that one. Matthews has got his second basket of the night.
Good awareness there. Ball found his man with the nice kick out.
Abdia can't hit.
seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it. Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Johnson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 15.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
To the inside. Queen. And that one is hammered home.
It's an overlooked part of Kawhi's game, but he does a nice job distributing the ball.
The drive-by ball. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team.
Goes up off the inbound. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, don't sleep on Kawhi's passing ability now. He can drop dimes as well as score.
The Jazz shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
And Ball puts up a deep 3. Los Angeles with another miss. And make no mistake about it, Kawhi Leonard Clark can still take over a game.
Yeah, it's all about him being healthy. I mean, when he's healthy, he is unstoppable. The mid-range game is platinum level. He can make threes. His strength, driving to the basket and finishing, is so underrated, but clearly obvious because it seems like guys just bump off of him, fall off of him, and he goes to the rack with force.
Here's Roy. Oh, and he jams it right over Kawhi Leonard.
It's been all Brandon Roy. Watching him tonight, you forget it's only his first year in the league, but his talent is obvious. A potential all-NBA level player for sure.
And the shot goes in. Queens got 6 points.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
Here's Ball. It's hauled in by Queen.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
And here's Johnson outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Johnson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. And Ball slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And there's the call on Roy. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Avdia. Plays it up and banks it in. Avdia's got his second basket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Aldridge is straight. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. They host the Spurs after this one. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Matthews, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure.
But I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where. That came from just lost sense of time and the situation.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay. Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Hawkins.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
There's Hollis Jefferson. A three-pointer, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Hawkins. And he takes that one up and powers it through. And so it's Los Angeles holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together
53.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Left side, Brown. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Shoots from the line. Randall grabs the board. There's Hollis Jefferson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you know, everyone's aware, Clark, of the team rivalries in the NBA. But there are, I think, still plenty of personal ones, too.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, you've got highly competitive, accomplished guys making up the rosters on NBA teams. And if a player wins the individual matchup in one game, you can be sure that opponent in the next game is going to look to make things a little different.
And here's Arenas outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. There's Brown with the three. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
Right side, White. Six to shoot. The kick out to Williams. Outside, Arenas. He takes it in. It's stolen by Randall. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Carter. Brown with it. And he converts the layup.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, you know, with his speed, White puts a lot of pressure on the defense when he drives, and that time they couldn't shut him down without fouling.
And both free throws good for White. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
To the middle. Here's Livingston. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And a wide open look for Arenas. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Johnson, a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And stolen by Arenas. Pass to Shumpert. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Pass to Williams. And stolen by Leonard. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And stolen by Arenas. And the foul call and call.